And Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahusha, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahusha Ba'ashem, Rakak Quadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. This lesson will be entitled The Chariots, in the Beginning and the End. My source RT. This article is entitled Large Blue UFO Startles Hawaii Residents While Appearing to Plunge into Ocean. This article was documented on the 2nd of January 2021. And it states numerous residents of the Hawaiian island of Oahu have been left scratching their heads after a mysterious, glowing, unidentified flying object was spotted both in the sky and in the water. Multiple witnesses reported the strange sighting to local law enforcement on Tuesday night, but officials from the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration say there were no incidents or accidents involving aircraft in the area at the time. Some of the bystanders managed to capture footage of the peculiar occurrence, which showed the luminous blue object traveling through the air. And one of the recordings, a woman can be heard saying, "Something is in the sky. What is that?" I started calling my husband and them because they were all in the garage. I was like, "Hey, come, look up there. See if you see what I see." They all said, "Yeah." A woman called Mariah told Hawaii News Now. The 38-year-old was so perplexed by the object that she and her husband followed it for 3 miles before they saw it plunge into the water. So you see that this chariot, okay, maneuvered beyond the laws of gravity. Okay, the woman told the news outlet that she's never been a believer in UFOs, but had no idea what the object could have been. While local police were at the scene, Mariah says they spotted a second light. My husband went to look up and he seen the white one coming. She explained the white one was smaller, was coming in the same direction as the blue one. Despite numerous people reporting the incident, Honolulu police say they haven't got to the bottom of what fell into the water, and they're lying. Now you have all these people that witnessed this chariot. Okay. However, the police department say we don't know what the hell is going on. Okay, they're not telling the truth. An FAA spokesperson said the agency received a report from police about a possible plane down in the area, but had no aircraft disappear off radars and no reports of overdue or missing aircraft. Interestingly, as recently as last October, another strange object was seen lighting up the skies above Hawaii. The incident also sparked a flurry of UFO speculation, but scientists from the local WMK Observatory said the lights were the remains of an old Chinese spaceship burning up as it re-entered Earth's atmosphere. Okay, so if you can receive this in the spirit, chariots are documented throughout the scriptures. All right. Now, through the spirit of the Most High, in this lesson, the focal point will be how the chariots were here in the beginning and they will be here in the end. All right. Genesis 1:1. And Genesis means what? The beginning. In the beginning, the Elohim created the heaven and the earth. Verse 2, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of the Most High moved upon the face of the waters. When we focus on moved, according to the Hebrew Strong's H7363, pronounced as rakapa, okay, which means what? To hover, okay, to hover. All right, what hovers? A bumblebee, a helicopter, okay, hover So when we focus on, and the Spirit of the Most High moved or hovered upon the face of the waters, meaning what? Yahweh Shai and the angels, okay, that assisted Yahweh Shai in creating what we see today by the blueprint of the Most High, they were in what? Chariots. Okay? They were in chariots. Move means what in the Hebrew? A definition, hover. And the reason why they were hovering, because they were inside of chariots. Okay? Also, now remember, Genesis means the beginning. Now let's focus on end time prophecy. Revelation 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, referring to the elect of Israel, okay, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, hence a chariot, and their enemies beheld them. Revelation 14 and 14. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, hence a chariot, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, referring to Yahweh Shai, having on his head a golden crown, literal, and in his hand a sharp sickle, meaning what? Yahweh Shai is bringing salvation for the elect of Israel and destruction and death to 2/3 of our people and the Edomites, and the Edomites joint heirs, which are these heathen nations. Okay? Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he, referring to Yahweh Shai, come with clouds. Okay, so he will be inside a chariot, and the heavenly hosts, okay, that is coming with him will be in chariots. And every eye shall see them, and they also which pierce him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so Tawab. Second Ezra 13 and 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven. All right, now the location for this scripture is talking about the valley of Jehoshaphat, also spoken of in, I want to say, Joel. The 3rd chapter, okay? So, back into the scripture. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men, hence World War III, out of number, from the four winds of the heaven, to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Now, this is talking about Yahweh Shai. And when the scripture states the man that came out of the sea, it means what? That Yahweh Shai is coming from the spiritual realm, and he would enter into what? This earthly realm, okay? But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, hence a chariot, and flew up upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, talking about the size of this chariot, and I could not. Okay? All right, so Yahweh Shai is returning in a massive fathership, and the heavenly hosts that will accompany Yahweh Shai will be inside of chariots. Okay? So the chariots were here in the beginning, okay, and they will be here during the end. Okay? Lord, will you're edified. Shalom.